why would the money of poor believers be used to actually build the church of a pope who is a billionaire and is capable of just managing to build a church on his own money? So these are the indulgences that we see that Sifuna is actually crafting to bring to the poor believers of this country, because we can see that politicians have got a tendency of getting money from the poor people to fund their projects, to fund their goals. And this is the same thing that just happened recently when he opened the pay bill, where he is asking the Kenyans to actually contribute 10 shillings and more so that he can use it for his own rallies. Sifuna has been a Senate. Sifuna has been part and parcel of a controller of ODM as a party. He has his earnings as a party. He has his earnings as a Senate of Nairobi. So he can use his own personal savings to spearhead his agenda of a presidency. Yes, thank you very much. My name is Loni Obiero, and I reside in Embakasi South. I live in Nairobi County, and my politics and policies is so much focused on nation as a whole. So I want to be precise and concise on the issue that Sifuna spoke about last time. It's not even 73 hours or 70 or 73 hours since he spoke about the issue of affordable housing, that those are just flashy things. Some months ago, he talked about conversations about a flashy object in the Senate, and we were very much disappointed when he cautioned that youths are not supposed to be happy because affordable housing, stadiums are being built, infrastructure about roads are being completed, and some are being commissioned to be completed by 2027, 2028. We, as a nation, on the report of the government, we have a vision 2030 and beyond. And I want to embrace that vision of the government coming in when we saw the governor of Kisumu, Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, proposing a vision beyond 2030. In reference with this conversation and a presentation that happened recently on Beyond 2030, we can compare with how China and other nations which are developed, first world countries, are proposing developments of their nations beyond 30 years to 100 years and beyond. And those are the conversations that our president is actually actualizing, that we are supposed to focus not only on a dead-end mission, but we also have a vision which is far beyond a vision which was proposed 10 or 20 years ago, to make sure that each and every youth in this country understands that when we as youths come to the media and point out the negativity of Sifuna, it is quite clear, and it's not about being overzealous. It's not about being overzealous. It's not about being guilty of mentioning the truth about this guy. Let me give you just a brief expression about indulgences. In 1445, years about the papacy law, we saw when Martin Luther King actually wrote a presentation and a thesis in Wittenberg, Germany, when he talked about papacy law. He nailed the 95th thesis that was cautioning the rule of the papacy. We also saw that in that same law, he talked about why would the money of poor believers be used to actually build the church of a pope who is a billionaire and is capable of just managing to build a church on his own money. So these are the indulgences that we see that Sifuna is actually crafting to bring to the poor believers of this country, because we can see that politicians have got a tendency of getting money from the poor people to fund their projects, to fund their goals. And this is the same thing that just happened recently when he opened the pay bill, where he is asking the Kenyans to actually contribute 10 shillings and more so that he can use it for his own rallies. Sifuna has been a Senate. Sifuna has been part and parcel of a controller of ODM as a party. He has his earnings as a party. He has his earnings as a Senate of Nairobi. So he can use his own personal savings to spearhead his agenda of a presidency. We, as the people who represent the poor believers, are not burning that proclamation that he said he needs support from us. We have seen it happening. We saw what happened when Morara Kebaso came out. We saw the results of that option. So to harmonize everything, and I want to finish actually entailing job opportunity issues that youths are actually asking, is that we saw what the president did in State House yesterday. The artisan sector were part and parcel of the conversation of the development of industrialization of this country. We saw those technical skills, we saw the furniture skills, we saw the art skills, and so forth and so on. These are the conversations that this country needs to harmonize youths who are fully focused on the development of their own progress and architecture. Coming in to spearhead our agenda of the solutions that many youths in this country, I just listened to my friend speaking about the solutions of job opportunities with the private sector coming in terms of the proposals of the bills that can actually employ thousands and thousands of youths. These are the bills that are supposed to be implemented in this country right now. As we can see the success of a sovereign wealth fund, we can also see the success of infrastructure fund, and we can combine all these ideas. We also saw the success of NSC, Nairobi Security Exchange, coming forth globally, beating DX Germany, FTSE 100 UK, beating USA, NASDAQ. These are the macroeconomic developments that this country needs. These ones are part and parcel of implementations, policies that can bring more investors in this country. When investors come, they stabilize our economy in terms of introducing industrialization benefit companies, hence employing thousands and thousands of youths. And now, as we talk about the 12% increment of 9.3 million Kenyans who are not having purchase power, are now going to increase. So we want to tackle all these things step by step and make sure that we acknowledge the setbacks, but we learn from those setbacks. This is why the president is so much open when he mentions our setbacks and gives solutions to how we can combat poverty and can promote investment. Hence, the GDP of the country becomes stable and increases. Thank you very much.